It happens that way in every equation, but you're not always smart enough to pick it up. I mean, I'm really stupid in some basic things, but how the scales are being balanced so far now more towards me, especially in the vision department, and how many things, as you put it, I'm wrong about, that you're saying that before you even know the final result, and it turns out he was right, is so. I would see where you wouldn't admit it. I would see where you wouldn't admit it. Because where, I don't understand where you thought you got your knowledge from. As the saying goes, he who has seen more knows more. Period. Period. And no one would have been accidentally put into that position. The odds would be like 1 in 30 billion. Que yo estoy hablando español así, que yo estoy hablando así como yo soy gente de Guatemala. Porque cuando yo estoy hablando español, gente no dice, no, este güey, él sabe español de inglés, está de Guatemala. He's so fucking real, he speaks it, and they think he's from Guatemala because no other white male speaks it with the linguistic style like that unless you're a native. Not even immigrants speak it that good. And then he's raised in the Mecca of chaos, during the Mecca of chaos, and literally is hanging out with losers and dorks who are sent to detention for misbehavior. He becomes friends with them because all losers and dorks kind of get together. Oh, what do you know? All of a sudden, a type of new music becomes popular. He knew all those cats. I mean, he's not boasting because they were losers when they knew each other. Flannels and Dickies, you were a loser. What do you have, one black friend? No, Don was the one white guy that hung out with the brothers. They remember that. Don was an English second language, yet he's white and lives in middle class. Everyone that he's surrounded with has made it big. Everlast, Ice Cube, same school. He knows everybody. Yet he's harvested for his ideas. You went too far. You went too far. Because bringing down America is what the goal is. Now, wait a second. What does that mean? The America that existed. But you are fucking it up for your own because you can't see the bigger picture. See, like Donald Trump, they're voting him in thinking, we know secretly. We've had dreams and visions that like minorities are going to take over this country. Well, in case you haven't noticed it, we already have a trophy. It's already happened. They did it. I mean, they don't get along great, but they are the most intelligent, most mixed, most culturally diverse, and most fucked over group in the world, and they happen to be in the United States. That's power. I mean, what is the Ark of the Covenant? What is the Ark of the Boat? Well, I'll put two animals. What? Two animals of each tribe into the Ark. Right, that's right. Put two of every animal into the Ark. So when you have somebody who is literally one third, one third, one third, now, I'm not talking about blood. I'm talking about just culturally knows things that even people who are of that blood don't know. You have an Ark. Well, yeah, he has a golden chest. His heart. And you can't get that. But it comes to a point where all you're doing is fucking it up for your own race. See, white supremacy now becomes the only white boy who got it. He overcame that hill, and he really did. He didn't just say it. You can't do that because you didn't grow up around it. It would be impossible. It's like these kids who want to be gangsters. They move to California and they get took. Why? Because if you didn't grow up with them, they don't accept you. They're just going to take your money, being a celebrity, and that's been happening. He knew about shit before most brothers. He was a gangster before guys on the East Coast ever even heard of gangster rap. That's why the East Coast West Coast battle thing started. I'm not saying me as an individual. Remember Bill Gates, Chief Daryl Gates. The music got behind Gates. You know what that means, right? Gates was the devil. You see, these weren't racist cops. These were devils. We knew it. Our parents didn't accept it. Do you think our parents didn't get told by the white kid in suburbia? they're going to riot? Did you think that the white kids might riot? Okay. Black kids told us, don't get involved. Weeks before the riot. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. This is our thing, which was smart for reasons you don't know about. Why? Because had they gotten involved, they would have gotten more of a share of it. See, this is a problem that you don't understand. Is it's not the white people's turn anymore. In the Bible, it says 6,000 years Satan would rule and then he would fall. Da, 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 da. The 6,000 years is up. Now, I'm not saying all white people are Satan, but these desires that white people have, the engineering experts, money wins over kindness. All that attitude is going to get swept off the map. Wait a second, we have at the last minute some people who sold out. They happen to be in a location at the right time where they all grew up together. Busing caused it. They don't know any difference between race. Holy shit, you got a savior. You guys got a savior. They don't vote, but they did one time. They did one time. See, Generation X is the only generation that's not one color. Oh, and it's worldwide. So you know what's happening in America, right? You're not going to be able to fight God or the Bible in changing the Roman Empire from falling. But they could. And what did you do? You bid him back. You vote in the exact opposite when it's not even his turn. Talk about old. He looks young. Trump is an old motherfucker. Married to a woman who's a Gen Xer named Melania. And he thought it was a witch hunt. And now I'm telling you, because at that point you will have a crossover point. What? The student's smarter than the teacher. You took too much from him. Now he's going to lose his leg. You stole his house. You fucked him over on chicks twice in a row. It doesn't happen that way normally. You're not getting more creativity out of him. You're getting legitimate bitterness where you are supposed to be treated unethically. He's going to leave you guys, and that won't matter. I've already left you guys because I don't see color. I just see evil. Because there's more than one of you, and each one of you are taking from him. You don't know that. So he doesn't have shit. He has what you think you want, but everything else is taken. And someone else thinks what you think, but Don doesn't have that either. You don't see what's really going on with him. And what's worse is he knows it. He knows it. Because he sees it in front of him. He knows it was there. It's put there by the higher of all of you. One that's not on the council. And wants to know, why can he not have that? Why can he not, he would provide, they said. And now you're taking his medication? What are you fucking doing? You guys don't even know the real rules as it is. What are you doing? It's that moment now. It's that moment where the all-knowing are fucking up. And the peasants are knowing. The first shall be last and last shall be first. I will correct your tests. You guys are fucking up. When I say guys, I mean all. Women, men. Who do you think voted for the woman to be in power? He did. Don is the one who gave her that power. That's why he calls her on the line. Then she spreads it out. Now he gets attacked by other women. It's like one of the enemies that Don would protect them from for years. And yet they don't know. See how the mechanisms work? They don't know it's like a movie. They're attacking him, and yet he's the one that gave them the gun. They don't know that. No, and no one's correcting that. Because you don't believe it. Yeah, you hate him for the truth, yet you don't believe certain things because if you were to accept what he's saying, then it would all be true. And if it's all true, you're fucked. See, that's why you never came over. Why? He said because you don't know when you see him. He didn't realize what he was saying at the time, but he was right. You'll know when you see him. I ain't going over there.